people who refuse to move out of the passing lane no matter what. Why?
My great-aunt who died a few years ago once said that she loves driving in the left lane because it's just wide open road in front of her, aka she's driving slow so everybody is passing her on the right. I was like, no Aunt Susan, you're doing it wrong. I've never been so eager to read a comment section because for the life of me I don't understand why.
I've traveled to a lot of states in the US, and the only place that drivers followed this law consistently, that I noticed, was in Kansas. Because cops don't enforce the left lane equals passing lane rule properly. Also because in real world most humans are self-centered and inconsiderate.
I find they generally are driving in their own little bubble and don't really pay attention to what's going on around them on the road unless it's directly in front of them and in their field of view. I don't get it either. I think it may legitimately be a lack of awareness, which is concerning lol. Even if it's not illegal, I find it selfish to drive without regard for the traffic around oneself. Turn signals only exist to communicate with others. One can turn without putting them on, and I see them used only about half of the time down here in NC. Edit, to add, I notice this with both my 60-yo mother as well as my 24-yo friends. None of them are angry drivers who are trying to control the speed of those around them, but they seem to not notice these things.
For example, we'd be coming back from a lake trip with kayaks in the back of a pickup truck on I-40, obviously not going super fast, and my buddy will just be sitting in the leftmost of 3 lanes. I always feel like a dick having to tell him, or whoever's driving, that they should probably move over to the right lane. They legitimately don't seem to notice the cars coming up behind them and then having to pass on the right with more traffic, etc.
Because they feel like it is their job to enforce the speed limit. I've noticed that people think anyone driving faster than me is a maniac, and anyone driving slower than me is a moron.
Sorry. I was reading Reddit and didn't see you behind me.
I'm just happy you referred to it as the passing lane and not the fast lane.
From the comments advocating for staying in the left lane even if they're going slow, I've learned some people are just assholes. They think the world revolves around them and everyone else is just in the way. I'm always happy when someone wants to drive faster than me. It means they'll clear out any speed traps up ahead. Getting over for them is good for me, for traffic flow, and complies with the law. Unfortunately, every person I encounter every time I drive on I-5 is qualified to answer this question.
I think they are going fast enough and think it's okay because they are driving at the speed limit. Not to say they are right, but I'm guessing that's the mindset.
I'm in New York City and didn't realize I was being a dick in the passing lane. 3-lane highways speed limit 50 like the Cross Bronx, all lanes usually occupied. Wasn't until I drove in CTNNJ that I realized I was being dickish. Remember to sort by controversial to hear from the actual people. The only time, and yes I mean only time, I do this is when my exit is on the left side of the highway. Otherwise I'm a fan of the middle or right lanes. Edit 1. I should also mention that if I'm in the left lane I will try my best to maintain an appropriate speed so I don't piss people off. The only reason that I'm ever staying in the left lane for longer than to just pass someone is if there is a left exit coming up that I want to take. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure they're just unreasonable. If my exit is on the left but I'm not sure what traffic looks like, then I will just stay in the left. Or if the right lane is going to end and I don't want to battle last minute to merge, I will stay in the left then as well. But if I am on the highway or interstate, I use the left lane only for passing. In my city a lot of folks stay in the left simply because the right lane is in terrible condition. Potholes, storm drains popping out, etc. In places where there's only 2 lanes, it's to not deal with folks who merge. In multi-lane scenarios, sometimes I find myself in the left lane with someone on my ass, and it's just because I was going faster than everyone on the right of me. But the guy behind me wants to go 90. That said, I do try to move out of the left if I see someone coming up on me fast. But it can be hard when the whole freeway is congested.
In CT we have 56 left exits.
I absolutely hate driving highways in Ohio. No one understands this concept, and you'll have people doing 60 to 65 in the third, fourth lane with an open slow lane. I'm about to put a sticker on my truck that says "Move over, dumbass."
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.